When I say bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered, sometimes people say, well, what's the difference between being greedy and being a long-term investor? So let's talk about it. My name is Kenneth, and I teach my 500,000 social media followers how to trade, invest, and live below their means. So if any of that is interesting to you, smash that follow. Ultimately, this all comes down to what type of investor are you and what type of investment have you made. If you are a long-term investor, usually that means you've got a Roth IRA and an individual account, and you're predominantly picking ETFs or index funds to invest in, right? Like a technology fund, an S&P 500 fund, a dividend fund. That's not being greedy, that's just being a long-term investor. You, like me, might also be the type of investor who likes to buy individual stocks. So when is it a long-term investment, like buying Nvidia or Apple, and when is it something a little bit more speculative? That's a decision that only you can make as an investor who has done your own research. But when I'm thinking about what is speculative and what is a long-term investment, ultimately it comes down to what I was feeling when I bought that stock. So say, for example, I buy stock in Nvidia 2 or 3 years ago. I'm buying Nvidia because I know it's a long-term investment. I want to hold the stock for 20, maybe even 30 years. On the other hand, there are stocks where I go, this sounds really cool, but it also sounds really risky. And when I'm facing an investment like that, a speculative investment, generally I only put in what I'm willing to lose because I know the likelihood is there that I might lose some of my money. Then the question becomes, when do you sell and take some of the money out of something that was speculative? If it's a roll of the dice, it could be going up and up and up, and then you could sell it and then it could drop, or you could sell it and lock in some gains and it could continue going higher. And then you'd sit there going, oh, what did I do? I used to know a guy, this is like 20 years ago, who would tell me that every time his investment was up 100%, he would automatically take half. Take a look at some of these gains here. Palantir up 368% in 12 months. Kava up 142% in 12 months. Even Dutch Bros is up 132% in a year. These days, we can see a stock go up 100% in no time at all. What happens if it goes up 100%, you sell 50%, and then it keeps going? You might kick yourself. So I want you to remember a couple things. One, it's that old quote, nobody ever went broke taking a profit. Two, you don't have to sell the whole thing. You don't have to even sell half. You could sell a quarter. And three, and this is my favorite, you're not here to make all of the money, just some of it. Unfortunately, there is no one-size-fits-all answer for every investor because every investor is different. You might be up 100% in something highly speculative and go, this is crazy. I'm pulling out the whole thing. Whereas someone else might go, I think this thing could continue going higher. Whereas someone else might go, I think it could go higher, but I just don't know. So I'm going to sell 25%, 50%, 75%. It really all depends. And of course, it depends on what you were thinking when you first made that investment. Maybe you were buying it to hold it for 20 or 30 years, in which case you wouldn't sell it just because you're up a little bit in the short-term period. This is especially true if you bought the stock all the way down here and now it is all the way up here. Even if it did pull back a little bit, it might not drop all the way down and below where you initially purchased. These are all the things you got to keep in mind as an investor.